with Collision Hub, and it is NACE 2015 from Detroit, the Motor City. And well, this year for NACE, PPG stepped it up in a whole new way, sponsoring the keynote and bringing one of the best booths of the show. John, welcome to NACE.
Kristen, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
You guys have knocked it out this year. You've stepped up and just kind of taken over everything that NACE has to offer.
Thank you so much. We're always excited to be here to support the industry.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the changes, some of the innovations that are taking place with PPG right now. And let's start with what matters most to us painters, color. What's new?
That's where I start every one of my presentations when in any forum. Color. If it doesn't match, it doesn't matter. And we're talking about match, not coverage. You have to make sure that it matches the car in the pre-accident condition. We were the first company to come out with the chromatic color deck. That has made it so much easier because you just care that it matches. You don't care if it was originally for a different model of car than what you had. It's very important to us.
Right, you know, for the customer, they're not going to ask me how many coats I put on. They're just going to want to make sure that the fender looks like the door.
Amen.
When it's all said and done.
Amen.
Now, to do all the color and the matching, which you guys have brought, not only some of the advancements in clear coats, you've done that with a lot of technology. So let's talk a little bit about the technology that PPG's brought to the table for the painter and for the shop owner.
There's three different things that really highlight this. One is waterborne that we've been talking about a lot for the last number of years. You know, at some of our booths, we've had surf shacks and all that. Water's still a very important part of our portfolio because over 50% of our toner sales are waterborne today. However, we can't forget about our legacy solvent brands. We have Nexa 2K, we have Global, and we have Deltron. Those products, in all of the shops that we won last year, 50% of the shops we won went with our traditional solvent and 50% went with water. It's important for our customers to talk to their territory manager and their distributor about what's best for them. And in terms of what's best for them, a lot of people are talking about solvent compliant today. You know, we haven't had the word out there enough. Maybe it's PPG's best kept secret. We've had a solvent compliant offering for over 4 years in our Shopline Plus and our Omni Plus platforms. So we've had that solution for folks that are very concerned about solvent compliant and not wanting to go to water for whatever reason.
Right, well that also applies to my compliant areas. You know, there's a lot of people, we like solvent and the way it works for us, especially for a lot of custom work. So even if I'm in California or some of the East Coast areas, I can apply solvent and still meet the guidelines.
Precisely. The custom market is one where solvent is just what they're so ingrained in.
It makes us feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I think if we have to give up the smell, man, I don't know what we're going to do. We don't know what to do in a waterborne booth.
The smell's the money, right?
Right. All right. So let's talk about a little bit about one of the things I think that sets you apart in the industry is that the way that you support the shops through the MVP program and all the training that's brought to the table. So as a brand, you're not just supporting the painter in the booth, which, you know, in my opinion, we do all the hard work, but the shop owner, the managers, the estimators, it's a total package.
It absolutely is. We are thrilled about our training program. We have 14 training centers across the country that are integral to our success. We also use vocational schools and other facilities as needed, but those 14 training centers, to your point earlier, give us an opportunity to get the people out of the shop and get them hands-on at PPG. They're not worried about their boss looking over their shoulder. Actually, the feedback we get from our painters is, hey, my owner invested in my future by taking me out of the shop for a day to help my skills. It's been very important to us. On the MVP side, similarly, we've supported NACE through MVP training for over 10 years. It's been a fantastic thing. Jim Berkey and his crew have a whole suite of products for lean for collision, for running your business, and for other shop performance. It's been a very important part to us.
I've never met a shop owner that thought he lost money sending someone to training for PPG. He always comes back and goes, we're more productive, cars are going through faster, cars are looking better, we're doing less on the back end. I've never met an unhappy painter.
Yeah, thank you.
So that's a good testimony there. Now, there's a lot of pushback in the industry right now. We're hearing a lot that's changing on the way that people are doing business. I mean, it's the economy and things drive a lot of changes, but PPG stayed true to that field distributor, field service model. John, talk about how important the distributor is to PPG.
It is vital to our success. We have been successful only because of our independent distribution. When you think about it, we have a couple hundred salespeople going around the country calling on, again, whether it's 35 or 45,000 shops. We can't do that alone, and we understand the importance of what independent distribution brings to us, and we know that our platinum distributors bring only PPG products, and they're an extension of us, and we believe that we have the largest distributor network in the world with our platinum distribution.
So what's going to be new? We're getting to about the end of 2015, 2016 is right around the corner. What's new to expect from PPG?
We are very excited to continue to push our solvent compliant, or people to understand we have a solvent compliant offering. We expect legislation to continue to move forward. Maricopa County is going to happen. Pennsylvania, we believe, is next, and we believe New York's going to follow quickly after that. So it's important for us to have that full suite of products, be it water or solvent compliant, so that's really where we're going to go.
It sounds like there's going to be a lot to offer. I can't wait to get to SEMA and find out what is going to be around the corner for me there. You know, when you think about PPG Paint and what they do for the industry, they're a business that understands partnerships is what helps make them successful, and so they know how to be a good partner to you and your business. Visit their website, learn about all the offerings that they have, and if you have any questions, well, you can always reach me on the website. Thanks.